Yes, there we are. Got my gimbal on. Don't have my microphone on, but I'll probably do an audio dub, but yes. There's nothing quite like looking like a real knob in the middle of town. Look at me, I'm walking along with a stick and a camera stuck on it. And all the old people in the neighbourhood are looking at me like I'm some kind of housebreaker or something. Oh, he's come to steal our doilies. We'll see. Hopefully the gimbal does its job. I don't have a clue. It is on, but we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Oh, fun and games. Just got off the bus, the town of Walmer. We're going to go see the castles. Walmer and then Deal. Nice day for it. Smell of fish and chips in the air. Joy of travelling. Standing around waiting for traffic lights to change. Don't know where that goes. Let's find out. van of young lads just drove past and one of them leaned out the window and shouted, "I want to kiss your head." Strange people, these Walmer folk. Most peculiar. Right, let's see. There we go. Beautiful. Definitely a locals town. I don't look local, so they're giving me the look. I just saw a squirrel. Massive. I do believe that's the castle. Now, can I go over this land to get there? Let's find out. Right, almost at the castle. From this moment on, I'm sure you'll have a voiceover explaining the history of things as I approach the castle. Here we go. As you can no doubt tell, this new gimbal is not working out well. In fact, it's jumping around like a hyperactive child. Fortunately, I replaced it 2 days after filming this video, and hopefully we won't have any issues now, as I have upgraded to a superior gimbal, which was used for the Canterbury videos, even though they were filmed after this one but came out before it. Well, it's because I edited these on a Sunday after lunch, which you know, and as you know, after lunch on Sundays my brain turns off because it's swimming in gravy and potatoes and a large amount of ale, and God, I love potatoes and ale. Anyway, Walmer Castle was built between 1539 and 1540 on the orders of Henry VIII. It's one of a series of defensive positions along the Kent coast to ward off invasion from mainland Europe. As for its other history, well, we'll learn that as we go along, won't we? Right, I'm in Walmer Castle. The chaps at the gate told me there's no photography inside the castle itself. It's to keep the mystery up, I suppose. But what I will do is I will take photographs of bits and pieces that I can and share those with you. Lovely on the battlements. Look at that view. Beautiful. Beautiful. Magical. Let's go down. Haven't got the gimbal on, obviously. Don't want to annoy the people of English heritage while I'm taking things on and putting things off and taking things on and blah blah blah. Doesn't bug me, but that's lovely. There's a reason they don't let you take photographs inside. It's absolutely gorgeous inside that building. Oh. Look at that. Slow pan. Moving round to that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Time for some more facts. Walmer Castle is the official residence of the Lord Warden of the Cinque Ports. The Cinque Ports are a confederation of the major ports on the southeast coast of England. These are Sandwich, Dover, Hythe, New Romney and Hastings. The Lord Warden is the person in charge of them. According to the guides I met here, there is no current Lord Warden because the previous one has passed away and it's up to the King himself to appoint the next one. So it could be a while before there's a new Lord Warden. Interestingly, Deal and Walmer Castle are pretty much identical in size and shape, although Walmer has far larger gardens. But Walmer Castle has also been, since the 18th century, a seaside retreat as well as a fortress. The insides of Walmer Castle are filled with Georgian charm. There's wallpapered walls, numerous rooms, studies, bedrooms, there's a dining area. It's absolutely fantastic. It's also, you're not allowed to take photographs or film any of it. There's a couple of official photographs which I've included here. I just spoke to one of the groundsmen and he tells me it's between 8 and 10 acres, I couldn't remember which he said, of grounds. There's a quarry way down that way, leads up, there's a quarry walk, there's gardens here, there's Queen Mother's garden, there's some other garden, you mentioned kitchen gardens or something, there's gardens all over this place. 8 to 10 acres of gardens and things. Here I was thinking they'd have a couple of trees and a rose bush. This is good God, no wonder the chaps at the front told me it would take a couple of hours to explore this place. I mean, I thought I'd pop my head out here quick, look around the gardens, go, yeah, very nice. Go back inside to look at the castle, but because I've only seen a little bit inside the castle. But no, the garden's massive. Good Lord. That's fantastic. So this might just be a Walmer video. I might have to come back to Deal next week to see what their castle's like. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That's lovely. I'm just going to sit here for the next 10 minutes or so and drink my cold drink and just think about the beauty of life. Yes, I'll put the gimbal back on. Might as well. We're exploring all of this. This. Extend my reach a little bit. Tables and things there. There's another one of the gardeners. I can get a decent shot. Probably in the next garden. The next garden. Good Lord. I now see why the Duke of Wellington stayed here and why he died here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Postcard stuff. It's a nice little hut there. Rent that out. It'll become my summer place. Who am I kidding? I couldn't afford it. That park bench though, probably still couldn't afford. The Glen Woodland Walk that way. There's the stuff here. William Pitt's pleasure ground. William Pitt! Good Lord. Incidentally, if there are any Americans watching, that's where the town of Pittsburgh gets its name. Well, that's actually pronounced Pittsburgh. For some reason you all think it's German, but it's not, it's Scottish. So it's William Pitt's New Edinburgh. Pittsburgh. Beautiful. Someone's house. Must be gardens at the back, and then all the gardeners plying their trade and working hard. That's beautiful. Tea gardens there again, I think. That's gorgeous. As I have already stated, Walmer Castle was residence to the Duke of Wellington when he died here on the 14th of September 1852. At that time he was serving as Lord Warden of the Cinque Ports. He had been doing so since 1829. All Lord Wardens serve for life, for the most part, for one or two have left before their time. William Pitt the Younger was Lord Warden from 1792 to 1806 when he died, and other notable wardens include Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, who served from 1978 to 2002, Sir Winston Churchill, who served from 1941 to 1965, and going back further into history we have Henry of Monmouth, Prince of Wales, later known as King Henry V, as well as Edward Longshanks, the Earl of Chester, later King Edward I of England, better known as the Hammer of the Scots. What a lovely man. Henry de Montfort was also Lord Warden. His father Simon de Montfort was famous for leading the barons during the Second Barons' War of 1264 to 1267. Harold Godwin, Earl of Wessex, who became King Harold II and is famous for dying at the Battle of Hastings in 1066, the last official Saxon king of England, was Lord Warden from 1053 to 1066, and firstly Harold Godwin's father, Godwin of Wessex, became the first Lord Warden in 1045. I'm still dumbstruck as to how large this place is. But I'm not going to explore it all, obviously, because that would just be pointless. Why ruin all the surprises? I'm going to come back here in future. Meantime, back to the castle proper. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. That hit me, as the Americans say, that hit me in the feels. That sounds awful, doesn't it? The feels. Bit emotional and all that. Yes, the Duke of Wellington died in there. His boots are in there. There's you name it. It's unique inside there. It's all Georgian architecture in a sort of late medieval style fortress. It's apparently Deal Castle is identical to this one, except Deal Castle looks like a medieval castle inside, whereas this one, obviously it's Georgian. I can't take pictures inside, but it adds to the flavour that you have to come here and look at it yourself. And the things in there, Wellington's bed, the chair he died in, all sorts of stuff for the Lord Warden of the Cinque Ports. There's a table in there, World War One, where General Lord Kitchener and all the higher-ups used to come and do their planning for military manoeuvres and so forth. The Gallipoli campaign itself was planned in that room there. The royal family have used this place. Churchill was here, Asquith, William Pitt was here. You name it. It's absolutely, there's more to this place than I was actually expecting. I knew it had some pedigree, but I wasn't expecting that sort of pedigree. That was amazing. This is definitely going to be a video on its own. That was absolutely amazing. I'll see if I can find stuff on the official guidebook and put some pictures up, but good lord, fantastic. Right, home time. Ta-ta and farewell.